guys, if you don't know me, hi, I'm Ashley. If you do know me, today we're making blueberry matcha. And talking about how you can stop overthinking, because everyone needs that. Yeah. So first of all, this is like common sense for the most part, but what causes overthinking is a combination of the brain processes, emotional factors, and life experiences. Like, let's be honest, the reason you're overthinking is because someone implemented that in your brain that you need to think about these things. Like, you know, overthinking is just negative thoughts that you just keep it going every single thing. But to break it down like more scientific, yeah, key causes include increased activity in the prefrontal cortex, which controls decision making. This leads to something called rumination, which is like an act of repeatedly and uncontrollably thinking about negative thoughts. That's pretty much it. Negative thoughts, events, or feelings without reaching a resolution. Overthinking. So, anxiety and trauma obviously also causes it. This triggers the brain's threat systems and the stress and desire for control, which is also a big part of anxiety. And this activates the default mode network, the DMN, which this is new. I've never learned about this, but this keeps the mind wandering. So it keeps it going in circles of all these bad thoughts and events and, oh my god, did I do that wrong? Oh, like, how could I have done better, or stuff like that. Chemicals like cortisol and imbalances can fuel these like cycles and make them happen more often. So we're also gonna start with this. So we need frozen blueberries. I froze some blueberries, some fresh ones, and they're not frozen. So I'm gonna do like half frozen, half of those fresh ones. Okay, so in high levels of stress and anxiety, this can cause constant worrying and overthinking, constantly thinking like you did. Because the thing with overthinking, for the most part, it's always when you think you did something wrong, when you think you're guilty of something, you know? You obviously know if you're here. So that's like one thing. The lack of control, oh my goodness. Lack of control contributes to overthinking greatly, because you're constantly thinking about, but I can't do anything about it, so, but why can't I do anything about it? Like, I don't know. The raspberry. Yeah. So, overthinking is a way for the brain to try to feel like it's in control in a way, because if you constantly keep thinking about it, then you're like, okay, so I'm clearly gonna find a solution because I'm still thinking about it. But no, it's not gonna happen, because you're only thinking about the problem. You're not thinking about ways to solve it. So let's talk about ways to do that. I don't even have a cup yet with the regular. It's okay. I mean, with the other frozen. Okay. So let's talk about how to stop overthinking. So, me personally, I'm going to be talking about like DBT methods, which is dialectical behavioral therapy, because I have been dealing with anxiety and stress and whatever for my life. One constant thing that I always do is overthink, and it drives me insane. Like everyone who overthinks, but it would keep me up at night. I would not get any sleep, and it was just like very chronic worrying of things that don't matter, like random friendships, and like, oh, I must have done something wrong all the time. It was a bad way to live. I went to therapy. I'm still in therapy. Did DBT practices, and now I'm going to share them with you so that you don't have to pay for it. Okay, so a big thing with stopping overthinking is being mindful and pacing your breathing, which is why a lot of people suggest meditation. Okay, so meditation, I laughed at it when I first thought of it, because how it's portrayed in like movies and TV shows, it's like, and it kind of is that, but it's not. Like, you can do it in several different ways. The way that I find helped me the most is I would do it right before bed, because it was just a lot easier. Okay, like I'm overthinking, I'm constantly whatever, and it would be about things that like never made sense. It was like, oh, I saw my friend today, did she seem mad at me? Oh, was I like too much today? Oh, maybe I should have done this instead. Maybe I just should have stayed home. Maybe I shouldn't have bothered her. Maybe whatever. Or, oh, like, did I talk to this guy right? Like, oh, does he really like me? Does he really care? And it was just really stupid things that did not make sense in the world, that were not important, pretty much. So what I would do at night is I would close my eyes and I would literally just breathe. I would focus only on my breathing. It was just the entire time, just, and then I would just focus on that, and every time a thought would fly into my head of like any type of overthinking, I would just focus on my breathing again, and then the thought would fly out of my head. And just doing that now is making me lose track of what I'm thinking about, because I've trained my body so much that like whatever I'm thinking about that isn't like important or whatever, if I just, it'll just come out of my head. Like it's not there anymore. So I do that all the time when I'm overthinking. I'll just breathe in and breathe out, and then it stops with how much practice I've done in it. Now you can also use other skills. Also, I'm gonna put this on the stove. I forgot what I'm supposed to do. Gather my ingredients. Okay, I just need water, 2 cups of water, 1 cup of sugar, 1 cup of blueberries. That's it. It literally says to just put the blueberries, water, and sugar together, and then leave it until it combines, I guess. Just need 2 cups of sugar. This is half a cup, so I'm doing 2. I mean 4. No, 1 cup of sugar, so I'm doing 2. Whew, almost messed up there. All right, hold on 1 second, please. Get back in a minute. Alrighty, let's get back to talking about anxiety and overthinking. Okay, so using the STOP method with overthinking is pretty much, the acronym is S, stop what you're doing. 2, take a step back. T, take a step back. O, observe your thoughts and feelings. And P, proceed mindfully. So it's literally, wait, I'm obviously feeling very like upset right now. Let me just take a deep breath. What am I feeling? Okay, I'm feeling like I'm forgotten by these people. I'm feeling like I need to talk more. I feel like I need to study a little more. I feel like I'm overwhelmed with schoolwork. I feel like I need to maybe take a break. Maybe I need to take a walk. Okay, I observe that I'm feeling very overwhelmed with everything that's happening in my life right now. Let me just proceed mindfully, and let me take a break. Let me go talk to someone. Maybe I need to get these feelings out. Maybe I need to vent. Let me go to therapy. Maybe I need to talk to someone who's going to give me like a more unbiased opinion. Maybe I need to talk to this person to let them know, hey, I'm feeling like this, and maybe we can solve it. And there's also a way to talk to someone a lot more clearly without getting too like emotional or built up, or maybe too like speaking without thinking, you know? So first, it's called Dear Man. All right, so first you're going to describe the situation objectively. You're going to express your feelings clearly. You're going to assert your needs. You're going to reinforce the positive outcome. You're going to mindfully stay focused on the goal. You're going to appear confident, and you're going to negotiate if necessary. Okay, so let's say I have a problem with one of my friends. I feel like left out. Okay, I'm gonna describe the situation objectively. Hey, I feel left out of the situation of your life, and I want to be more included. Express your feelings clearly. It feels like I'm being forgotten and I'm not as important to you anymore. Assert your needs. I think I need a little more time with you, more alone time. I don't really like hang out in groups, and when you're free, I would like to be able to hang out with you. Reinforce the positive outcomes. Hang out with you. No, like being I would feel a lot more appreciated if we hung out more one-on-one, and if we did a lot more fun things together rather than just like hang out, like boring hangouts, and we did actual activities like you do with your other friends. Mindfully stay focused on the goal. The goal is to reinforce the friendship and to stay positive and keep a healthy conversation, communication going, so that we both know what we need. Okay, appear confident. What you're saying is true. All your feelings are valid, so make sure you always look and seem like, yes, this is what I need, and it's not wrong of them, and it's not wrong of you. Miscommunication happens. This is how you continue proper communication. Negotiate if necessary. Let's say, oh, but they're too busy, the only thing they can do is hang out with friends. Okay, fine. whatever. I'll hang out with you and your friends sometimes, but I don't always want to be around your friends. Okay, that's fine. So sometimes, hey, is it okay if we can hang out alone, like maybe once a month or something? Negotiation. It's how it goes. That's communication right there. Two-way street. Okay? Hopefully that was helpful. Next, radical acceptance. I love this. I love radical acceptance. Okay, so radical acceptance is basically acknowledging uncomfortable thoughts and feelings without fighting or judging them, and that helps get, like, literally let go of overthinking so much. Oh my god, it's my favorite thing that I've learned. I'm not gonna lie. So pretty much how I do it is like, it's not like it'll happen, like whatever, but it's just more like let's say, okay, I'm in a relationship, right? And if I have a fear of like them cheating on me or leaving me, I have to radically accept the fact that like I'm gonna be okay if that were to happen, you know? I have to like radically accept that that is okay. Like I'm okay alone, you know what I mean? Or if same thing with like friendships, it's like you're okay alone and that's okay, like, you know? Or like radically accept the fact that like your friends are never gonna change, or it's never gonna change, so either deal with it or leave. Like it's kind of like that. And then I also, it's like really good for jobs and stuff like that too, because I used it in a way of like, okay, well if I don't get this job, then I'll just apply to another job, or if I don't get into this program, then I'll just apply to another program. And it's just like radically accepting the fact that like you might not get in, and that's okay, and like you might not get that job, and that's okay. Like it's fine. You're not gonna die, pretty much, is what radical acceptance is. It is like my favorite thing ever. Like it makes so much sense. But another thing that I don't see on this list that I do, because my therapist told me, she's like, just stay in today. Like right now I'm making blueberry syrup for my matcha latte, and I'm gonna eat eggs with sausage and probably some Eggo waffles because I want syrup. I want something sweet. And I'm eating for the first time at 1 o'clock, and that's fine if I want breakfast. But it's kind of like yeah, just staying in today. Like I'm not worried about what I'm doing tomorrow. I'm not worried about what I did yesterday, because that's over and I don't know what's coming, so let's worry about today, you know? So yeah, I always like, whenever I'm worried too much about, or I don't know, like now it's just, it's sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not, because sometimes people will be like, oh, do you want to do this on like this day? And I'm just like, yeah, sure. And then when the day comes, I'm like, I feel like a lot of people do this, but it's like, I don't feel like going anymore. But I go anyway, because it's like, you gotta worry about today. Yeah, don't worry about yesterday, don't worry about tomorrow, worry about today. You're going, you're having fun. Another thing that also helped me, because I had a really big fear of like dying, and it would make me spiral insane. Everyone has this fear, everyone doesn't want to die, but it would make me spiral, like as if, I don't know, like it was like as if I was dying tomorrow or within the next hour, like as if I was gonna die right now. That's how much I would spiral. Like I would feel any type of pain in my body. Oh, that's it, I'm dying. Like that's it, you know. And in a way, it just it would take over my entire life. But like now it's not like that. I'm like okay with dying, but I don't feel that pain in my chest or my stomach anymore about like, oh my god, like I'm gonna die, oh my god, like this is really gonna happen. Like it's just more like, well, I can worry about today, and guess what, I'm making blueberry syrup. I'm learning how to make blueberry syrup before I die. That's fantastic. Like that's so cool. And when I think about the future, it's just more like happy thoughts instead of like whatever. Like now it's just more like, oh, like I really get a great boyfriend that I might marry. Like that's fantastic. Like so now we just talk about marriage and like houses that we want. Or like I just think about the fact of like, oh look, I make YouTube videos. Like what if this really takes off and I can live in New York and do all those really great things. That's what I worry about now. That's what I'm like thinking about now. That's what I overthink about. Overthink about positive things. Like the most I overthink about is, where would I want to live in New York if I were to move to New York? Like where would I, how many subscribers do I really need to get to this part? How much money do I really need to make? Like that's what I worry about, but not in a way of like, this is gonna agonize me. It's just more in the way of like excitement, you know? Okay, radical acceptance. I love radical acceptance. But There's another skill right here called the tip skills. I feel like I've definitely heard of this. Intense physical changes to shift. Oh yes, intense physical changes to shift your emotional state, such as changing your face, changing your face with cold water, intense exercising, or pace breathing. Yeah, pace breathing we'll learn from meditation. Trust me, when you meditate, you'll know what it is. But intense exercising, yeah, go to the gym. I talked about this before. Go to the gym, or like do a workout video. Just move your body. Go on a walk. Something. It doesn't have to be intense exercise. I guess if you want, like, if you are in that state of like overthinking, yes, intense exercises work, but also just an activity in general also works. Like painting for me, my brain goes mute. Like I'm just focused on this brush right now. But yeah, find something you're passionate about and do that when you're overthinking, because then at least it'll stop it for a little bit. But maybe that's why it's not on there, because it only stops it for a moment. You do have to work on it. But face with cold water, that stops like panic attacks and stuff like that. But it's really good to stop your stress. What I've been doing lately is cold water showers in the morning and at night, because it helps me sleep better, and it's supposed to lower cortisol, and I feel like it has been, because now I feel like the reason I wanted to lower my cortisol is because I have like what people call cortisol stomach. It's like your stomach is like more bloated because of it, and I feel like that has definitely helped a lot. So yeah, cold water, cold showers, great. Emotional regulation and opposite action. So the thing is, a lot of people will be like, oh, just think logically and it'll help and whatever, but in reality it's like you have to question what you're thinking about. Like is what you're thinking about actually happening? Like, just because you tripped and everyone laughed doesn't mean they hate you now. You know what I mean? Like, is that like a logical thing? Like, would you hate someone because they tripped in front of you? Like, no, like it's not that embarrassing. Trust me, they'll get over it. Like, it's kind of like that. Like, it's just question your thoughts a little bit. It's just more like, but I feel like I did something wrong. Okay, so what did you do that you feel like you did wrong? I don't know. Then clearly you didn't do anything wrong. Yeah. Opposite action. Act contrary to the urge of your emotion. For example, if overthinking is leading you to avoid a situation, gently approach it instead. I avoided the gym. I avoided the gym for so long because my friends would go to the gym and I would want to go with them so bad. I felt like awkward. Like, I always felt like I felt like I was being watched, or I was gonna get made fun of. And it's because in my life I was made fun of for absolutely everything I did. And working out, I feel like I'm gonna get made fun of because it's just like, oh, haha, you want to get fit? Oh, you want like abs? Oh, you want nice arms? Oh my god, you want a big butt? Like, that's so funny. No one cares. Like, yeah, some people will be like, oh, like, not really. It's just more like, oh yeah, she's working out legs. Like, oh, but that's how I look at it. Like, I look at other girls and when they're doing like leg exercise, and I'm like, oh my god, like that looks like it'll actually like help. And then I do those exercises. But when I first started going to the gym, I felt like, oh my god, like they're watching me. Like, they know I've never been to the gym before. Like, you know, and that's just could be true. Like, they probably know, but no one's gonna say anything to you. No one's gonna come up to you and be like, huh, loser. Like, no one is gonna do that. So yeah, like all I had to do was have my boyfriend like be like, no, I'm picking you up, we're going to the gym. That was it. I have not stopped going to the gym since. I mean, I haven't been to the gym in like 6 days because yeah, but I'm going back today and I'm so excited. But that's the thing, like now I'm excited to go. Like, I'm so excited to go to the gym, and that's a lot better than being like scared. I'm gonna stir this because it looks yummy. I don't know how long I need to boil it. It literally says for 5 minutes, but it looks too watery. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, it's blueberry syrup. Oh, okay, anyway. This all just takes practice. Like, you have to practice and patience, and like if I wasn't in therapy, I would not have like continued caring about how bad my overthinking was. So I highly suggest going to therapy. I do. That's just me because I'm in it and I know how much it helps, because not everyone is want to deal with your problems. Not everybody wants to talk to you about your problems. Not everybody wants to hear how much you're overthinking. Nobody wants to hear you talk about the same boy 5 times. But a therapist, you pay them to talk, to hear about it, and they have to hear about it because that's what you want to talk about, you know? And not only that, we also get just an unbiased opinion. Like, they're not going to tell you what they think, they're just going to tell you how to help with what you're doing. Like, they will tell you, hey, your friends suck, or like, that sucks and you deserve better. Like, they will tell you that, but they will also call you out on, hey, you're still doing the same thing though. Like, you're still her friend, you're still hanging out with her, and you still are drained by the situation, so why are you still doing it? And sometimes you need that a lot more than someone just being like, yeah, you know, it's whatever, you'll be okay, you know what I mean? It's just, or someone getting upset because you're talking about the same situation 5 times. Trust me, therapy's good. But yeah, practice and patience, because you're not going to always remember to do any of this. It's just, you can always come back to the video though, but you're not going to always remember to do this. The only thing I suggest you really practice is meditation and radical acceptance. Everything else, yes, is super helpful, but meditation and radical acceptance really helped me, because accepting the fact that people suck and everyone is just for themselves and only care about themselves and all this and all that, and focusing on my breathing to be able to get negative thoughts out of my head has helped me better than any of these other things. And yeah, cold water to get rid of the overthinking. Yeah, but yeah, let's finish this matcha latte. Okay, so I just spilled all that all that, well, not all of it, most of the syrup. I have a little bit left here. And oh wait, it's hot now, but it's over there. Let me try to grab it for you. Blueberry syrup. The recipe will be down below in my description. Literally just a cup of frozen blueberries, 2 cups of water, 1 cup of sugar, put it in a pot, let it boil, strain it, blueberry syrup. Blueberry syrup. But I hope you guys like this video. I'll show you guys my matcha when it's done. Well, actually, I'm almost done making it, so I'll just show you guys now. But I lost connection. Not connection. What is it? Storage. I don't have any storage on my phone because I record too much. Let me make my matcha. Here's my matcha cup. I wanted a clear one so you guys can see everything, but it's okay. Blueberry syrup, matcha cup, down there. Bad trait is I want to add more blueberry syrup, but it's okay, I'm not going to. Alright, now everybody knows I use my matcha collagen from Vital Protein. I use 2 tablespoons of this into a cup of water. I got it from Hobby Lobby, $5, and it's red, my favorite color. Able to record it for you guys. Hope you're happy. Alright, wait, I need ice. I like a lot of ice. Okay, I do. Okay. Yeah. Oh. Haha. Look how pretty. Then, to just be a little more extra, there's syrup in here, right? I put like 3 little spoons of blueberry syrup, right? And we're gonna put a little bit of, I only have light cream because my mom was making something with it, but light cream. Right? This handy dandy frotter. Y'all see where I'm going with this? Oh. Phone, get the phone. It's a blueberry matcha. Okay. Got a straw. Hey, give me my straw. Straw. Into the matcha. Give her a mix. Oh. Okay. That's a blueberry matcha. Okay. That was fantastic. I hope you guys like this video. Like and subscribe. Follow me on everything. Everything's linked below. Check out my Depop. Recipe for this blueberry syrup is linked below. You should follow and subscribe and like this video because because I just gave you guys free therapy. Have anything else that you guys would like me to talk about or touch upon, comment it down below, and yeah, bye.